Welcome to Dima Tutorials. Dima Tutorials is an educational channel on YouTube. What we do here is to prepare students to pass their exams in good grades on the use of English and in literature. If today is the first one on this channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can get instantly notified whenever we upload a new video on this channel. Today's video is on Wassce 2019 English Language Objective Questions, Section 2. I've already uploaded a video on Section 1, so I'll be leaving the link for you at the description box so that you can get to watch it in case you haven't watched it. Section 2. From the words lettered A to D, choose the word that best completes each of the following sentences. Question 11. Investigations revealed that the senior students dashed the juniors to throw stones at the principal's car. Investigations revealed that the senior students dashed the junior students to throw stones at the principal's car. We have option A, infuriated, B, integrated, C, instigated, and D, instituted. Now let's look at the options of option A, infuriated. Infuriated. The word infuriated means to annoy someone, to make someone really angry. You can say, my dad was infuriated by my results in school. My dad was infuriated by my results in school. That means your dad got annoyed by your results in school. Let's look at option B. Option B, integrated. The word integrated is used in referring to something that is closely connected together with each other. Something that has components connected together to perform a particular goal. An example of such thing is integrated circuit. An integrated circuit can be found in the chip in your phone. If you've ever taken your phone to a repairer and the repairer brings out the chip in your phone, you find out that that chip has different electronic components in it, and those electronic components come together to perform a particular goal. Option C, we have instigated. Instigated. The word instigated means to make something bad to happen, to cause something bad, like a riot, to happen. So the correct answer to this question is actually this option, option C. You can say investigations revealed that the senior students instigated the juniors to throw stones at the principal's car. Or you can say investigations revealed that the senior students caused the junior students or the juniors to throw stones at the principal's car. Another word for instigated is caused. Now let's look at option D, instituted. The word instituted means to introduce a system, that is a way of doing things or a policy. When you say that the principal introduced or instituted a law of no usage of phone during school hours, what you're simply saying is that the principal has made a law or a policy that phones should not be used during school hours. Question 12. The Supreme Court dash the ruling of the lower court. The Supreme Court dash the ruling of the lower court. Option A, we have nullified, B, abused, C, proclaimed, and D, cancelled. Now let's look at the options. The word nullify means to make an order to lose its legal force. To make an order or a decision to lose its legal value. So the correct answer to this question is option A, nullified. What the sentence is simply saying is that the Supreme Court made the order or the decision of the lower courts to lose its legal value. Option B, abuse. The word abuse means to misuse something, to use something in a wrong or a harmful way. To do something in a wrong or a harmful way. When you hear about drug abuse, that means that the drug is being used in a harmful way or an incorrect way. Option C, proclaimed. The word proclaim means to publicly and officially tell people about something. During weddings, couples are being asked to announce their love for each other. They are meant to say publicly their love for each other. And when they do that, that means they are proclaiming their love for each other because they're actually saying it publicly that they love each other. Option D, cancelled. Cancelled. The word cancel means to say that you no longer want to continue with an arrangement. You no longer want to continue with an arrangement. That's what it means to cancel. When you cancel a flight, that means you no longer want to be in that flight. So, as you already know, the correct answer to this question is option A, nullified. The Supreme Court nullifies the ruling of the lower courts. Question 13. The board has dash the film because it contains some nude scenes. The board has dashed the film because it contains some nude scenes. You have option A, edited, B, censored, C, examined, and D, isolated. When you say that a film has some nude scenes, you are simply saying that there are some places in the film that show the nakedness of the actors. Some places where the actors expose their private parts. And such places are usually seen to be immoral, provocative, and offensive. Now, let's look at the options of option A, edited. The word edited means to correct mistakes and to make improvements. When someone edits a book, that means the person is correcting the mistakes in that book and also making improvements in that book. Option B, we have censored. Censored. The word censored means to remove parts of a book, film, or movie that are considered to be offensive, immoral, or has a political threat. When the board or the agency that oversees the activities of the movie industry removes part of a film because that part contains some sexual activities or some nude scenes that are considered to be offensive or immoral, then you can say that that film has been censored. So the correct answer is this option, option B, censored. Now let's look at option C, examined. The word examine means to test someone's knowledge, or to check if there is something wrong with something. If there is something wrong with something, or to find the cause of a problem. That is what it means to examine something. Option D, we have isolated. The word isolated means to be far away from others. To be far away from others. So as you already know, the correct answer is option B, censored. Question 14. Many young graduates have dashed to the west in search of greener pasture. Many young graduates have dashed to the west in search of greener pastures. We have option A, hurried, B, emigrated, C, absconded, and D, flown. I hope you know what it means to search for greener pastures. To search for greener pastures simply means to look for a better life, to find a better way of living. That's what it means to search for greener pastures. Alright, let's look at the options now. Option A, we have hurried. The word hurry means to rush, to do something quickly due to lack of time. When you rush over something, or you want to do something very quickly because you do not have time, you can say that you are hurrying, or you have hurried. The word emigrate means to leave your country to go and live permanently in another country. To leave the place where you are living currently to go and live in another place like a city or a town permanently. That's what it means to emigrate. For example, many graduates move from their homes, their states to Lagos in search of jobs. And when they do that, you can say that they've immigrated to Lagos. So option B is the correct answer, immigrated. Option C, absconded. To abscond means to leave a place secretly and take something with you that is not yours, especially money. When you leave a place secretly and you take with you money that does not belong to you, a person can actually say that you have absconded and that you have absconded with his or her money. Option D, we have flown. The word flown is a past participle of fly. It's a past participle of fly, and it means to move through air, to travel in an aircraft like an airplane or a helicopter. When you travel in an aircraft or a helicopter, then we can say that you have flown. So, as you already know, the correct answer is option B, emigrated. Question 15. The committee let her go because they considered her explanation dash. The committee let her go because they considered her explanation dash. Option A, we have permissible, B, clear, C, plausible, and D, necessary. Option A, permissible. The word permissible means acceptable according to law or rule. When something does not go against the law or rule of a place, then you can say that thing is permissible. Option B, we have clear. When something is clear, that means that thing is easy to understand and not confusing. Option C, plausible. The word plausible can be used when you want to talk about an excuse or an explanation. It means reasonable and likely to be true. When you say that the explanation is plausible, what you're saying is that the explanation is reasonable and could be true. Option D, necessary. The word necessary means there is need for it and it can be used for a particular purpose. Question 16. The company has paid dividends to its dash. The company has paid dividends to its dash. We have option A, buyers, B, wholesalers, C, shareholders, and D, consumers. I hope you know what the meaning of dividends is. Dividends means an amount of profit that a company pays to people who own shares in the company. An amount of the profit that a company makes that she pays to the people who own shares in the company. Now let's look at the options. Option A, buyer. A buyer is a person who buys goods. A person who buys goods, especially expensive goods. Option B, wholesaler. A wholesaler is a person who sells goods in large quantities so that the goods can be resold by retailers. A person who sells goods in large quantities so that the goods can be resold by retailers in smaller quantities. Option C, shareholder. A shareholder is a person who has share in a company and is only a shareholder that can receive dividends. So the correct answer is shareholder. Option C. Option D, consumer. A consumer is a person who buys goods or services. A person who buys goods or services. Or a person who makes use of a product. Question 17. Within 1 year, that country has dashed its currency 5 times. Within 1 year, that country has dashed its currency 5 times. We have option A, reduced, B, devalued, C, revamped, and D, defaced. Alright, let's look at the meaning of the options now. Option A, reduce. To reduce something means to make something smaller in size or in quantity. To devalue. To devalue something means to reduce the value of money of a country when it is being exchanged for the currency of another country. To reduce the value of money of a country when it is being exchanged for the money or the currency of another country. So the correct answer is option B, devalue. Option C, revamped. The word revamp means to improve the appearance of something, to improve how something looks. Option D, defaced. The word deface means to damage the appearance of something, especially by writing or drawing on it. When you draw on a wall or write on a wall, you are defacing the wall. And when you paint a wall that has not been painted before, you are improving the appearance of that wall, thereby revamping the wall. So, as you already know, the correct answer to this question is option B, devalued, because it talks about the reduction of the value of money of a country. So what the sentence is simply saying is that within 1 year, the country has reduced its currency 5 times, has reduced the value of its currency 5 times. Question 18. The man was arrested because he dashed in the repayment of the loan. The man was arrested because he dashed in the repayment of the loan. Option A, paused, B, delayed, C, deferred, and D, defaulted. Now let's look at the options. Option A, paused. The word pause means to stop talking or doing something for a short time before continuing. When you are talking and you stop talking for a moment or doing something that you were doing for a moment, that period that you stopped talking or doing that thing you were doing, we say that you paused before you continued. Option B, delayed. The word delayed is a situation when something does not happen when it is supposed to happen. When something that is supposed to happen does not happen at that moment that is supposed to happen, you can say that that thing delayed. Option C, deferred. To defer means to delay something to a later time. To delay something for later time. It means to postpone. Option D, defaulted. To default means to fail to do something that you must do. To fail to do something that must be done by law, especially paying a debt. When you are owing someone and you fail to pay that person as you're supposed to pay that person, then you have defaulted. So the correct answer is option D, defaulted. So what the sentence is saying is that the man was arrested because he defaulted or failed in the repayment of the loan, because another word for defaulting or default is to fail. Question 19. Many members of political parties dashed to the opposing parties just before election. Many members of political parties dashed to opposing parties just before election. We have option A, depart, B, change, C, defect, and D, go. Now let's look at the options. We have option A, depart. To depart means to leave a place, especially to start a trip. You can say that the bus departed at 2 p.m. That is, the bus left at 2 p.m. Option B, change. To change means to become different or make something different. To become different or make something different. That is what it means to change. Option C, defect. To defect means to leave a political party to join another political party that is considered to be an enemy. When a politician leaves his or her political party and joins an opposing political party, then you say that that politician has defected to another political party or to the opposing political party. Option D, go. Go means to move from one place to another. So, as you can already dictate, the correct answer to this question is option C, defect. So, the sentence is simply saying that many members of political parties defect, that is, leave their political parties to opposing political parties just before election. Now, the last question in this section, question 20. The boy must have dashed the disease from school. The boy must have dashed the disease from school. We have option A, received, B, taken, C, contracted, and D, carried. Alright, let's look at the meaning of the options. Option A, received. Received means to get or accept. Option B, taken. To take means to lift something from a place and hold it in your hand. Option C, contract or contracted. To contract means to get an illness. To get an illness. So you can say that someone has contracted a disease. Like this period, you can say that someone has contracted COVID-19. Not contacted COVID-19, contracted. Alright, option D, carried. To carry means to have something with you and take it wherever you go. That's what it means to carry something about. So the correct answer, as you already know, is option C, contracted. So the sentence is saying the boy must have gotten or contracted the disease from school. With that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope it was very helpful to you. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any question, any comment, anything at all you want me to know. Let me know in the comment section. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I already uploaded section 1 of Wassce 2019 objective questions. So if you haven't watched it, endeavor to watch it. I'll be leaving the link at the description box. And I'll be uploading the next section, section 3, by next week. So please click the subscribe button so I can get instantly notified whenever I upload a new video on this channel. And your clicking the subscribe button will help to promote this video on YouTube. Please click the subscribe button and help us promote this video. Thank you. And if you have already subscribed, I appreciate you. Thank you.